Hey, I'm Steve Oakers.
Sue Pasteur.
Julie Bacon.
And this is What's in the Cup.
Cheers.
Cheers. I always love warm stuff.
How they cheer in the cup.
It makes me feel so good. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is our third segment of sort of our giving month, right? With the idea of how do we give, how do we use our resources, time, and treasure. So this time we're going to talk about talent, right? And that we all have different talents. And I just pulled up the wiki on gift. I just typed gift in wiki today. And I love the way that it said generosity is the habit of giving freely without the expectation of anything in return. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the idea with talent. For me, it's I've been blessed with certain talents. Sometimes I'm not sure what those are, right? But people believe that I have them, so I'm going to use them. So when I get requests from agents or different business partners, any relationship saying, "Hey, Steve, do you have time to just point me in the right direction?" Or
Yes.
Can you just be a listener? And I actually did that this morning with someone else, right? And I just said, hey, I could just use a half an hour. You got a half an hour. I need your wisdom, right? Sure. And I think that that's knowing someone's talented, but ultimately just gaining their wisdom and being willing to share. Have you guys gotten that too, or how do you give of your talents?
I have an interesting story over the last few months. So in my work life and I've served on school boards, church committees, industries, and I always seem to be in this administrative committee type role. And I thought, you know what? I want to get my hands dirty. I really want to do something like I don't know what it was going to be. And so I was really trying to find a way. So at my church, I signed up for the Social Concerns Committee, which deals with all of the different agencies that we work with in Grand Rapids. And within 2 meetings, they appointed me as the chairperson.
Of course, why not?
And so I was like, really?
That's a smart church.
I thought, no, but I thought
Well,
really?
that's like us getting out.
Right.
I was told to bring cups. Really, I was told to bring a table.
Yeah.
Right? We show up.
The gift of administration is apparently something.
That's
so
a
I
talent
wanted
of
to
yours.
go in a different direction, and I got brought in, and I went, okay, but I can serve in that way, and I can do it in work and home, and I can boss my husband. He doesn't watch me on Facebook, so he won't even hear me say that. But yeah, administration apparently. So yeah, that's talent.
I think it's fun to find your groove, right? And every time it's frustrating when you're like, oh, no, I'm really like this. You guys just don't know that about me, right?
Yes, that's where I was.
Yeah. But then the Lord says, no, I built you in a certain way, and I'm going to use you in that way, right?
Yes.
I mean, you probably have that all the time, right?
I'm a cheerleader.
Right.
I get everybody up and ready to go. Okay, guys, ready? We're going to do this. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yep. Here we go.
Yeah.
Life was really good once I figured out what my talent was. Exactly.
Right.
Stopping from arguing with myself on that. So.
So how could someone, if they're thinking about this month and giving, use their talent? How would you even get on a board if you're somebody that wants to do board work? Or how would they venture out of just doing real estate or just doing whatever they're doing right now? I mean, so often, especially in our lives, we talked about that in text messages. I've got a young crew, so I don't know what sleeping in looks like, right?
I do.
An in-vacation or whatever it was, right?
Yes.
I don't know what that was like. How do I give my talent even just a little bit? Well, how have you guys pushed into that a little bit?
I think there's so many people in our industry that what we talked about before is we'll give you the time to help you figure it out. I mean, ask any one of us or find people who serve on nonprofits or boards or look it up. It does take work on your part to seek it out. Like in my case, I went one direction to kind of find an overall umbrella, and that's social concerns, and then it found me.
Yeah. Got anything?
I mean, when I first started serving on boards and everything, I actually looked online. In Grand Rapids, who's looking for volunteers, and there is a website. I don't know what it is,
Really?
but yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
I
found that and signed up for a couple things. You know what? It's okay to not be a fit with the first couple of things you sign up with. Don't give up. Do not give up.
Yeah.
But man, it really, I guess, blesses me with all the stuff I'm involved in. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this sort of wraps up our 3 points, which is time, talent, and treasure. And we hope that, you take from us a little bit of saying we do it, right? So follow us. but we know that we follow most of you, right? I mean, we might be the only ones willing to get in front of camera and put stuff in our cups and say it, right? But we know there's so many heroes out there, and we thank you for being heroes and giving your time, talent, and treasure. I know most of you are very quiet about it because that's the community that we live in, and I appreciate that.
Can
right?
I ask you to post below, just like in the previous, tell us what you're involved in, please. Share, use it as a platform. It's fun for all of us to know about different agencies in Grand Rapids and
how are you using your talents,
worldwide.
right? How does your talent
I
play out?
have a funny, because you guys know my talent of cooking or my non-talent of cooking. I'm cooking for Ronald McDonald House on Tuesday.
Yeah, all you gotta do is tacos. They did tacos.
I think,
Ronald McDonald
Tacos.
House.
They love tacos.
think I'm going to be like, okay, guys, here's what we got to do. It's not going to be my recipe.
Well, thanks so much for watching, tuning in, and participating with us. We love doing life with you guys. I'm Steve Oakers.
Sue Pasteur.
Julie Bacon.
This is What's in the Cup.
Cheers.
Cheers.